Hey everybody, it's Emily and this is Emmylou Arts, and I'm journaling again today in my 2020 journal, which is my A5 Hobonichi Cousin Avec. And let's see, this is for the last couple of days. Let's see, it's Thursday when I'm doing this voiceover, so this was for the last 2 days. Yes. So I decided to put down that cute little tree that I had cut out of the Real Simple magazine. It was the 2 peas in a pod, like the best friend article. I thought that illustration in that article was so cute, and I loved this little image. So I put that the picture of the little ladies in the tree, and then I got out some of those food stickers that I was sent, and I put cookies in the tree. I don't know why. I had to meet with my friends, Susie and Kate, this morning to plan out some of our parent cookie meeting stuff. You know, where we have to tell the parents about the upcoming cookie season, blah, 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 rules and regulations and whatnot. So we had that meeting this morning, and that required coffee and a lot of self-pep talk, because if you're new here, I am the troop product manager, which means that I am in charge of getting everyone their cookies and taking their orders. And it's a funny job for me because I am not the biggest, woohoo, go Girl Scout cookie person that's ever existed. So that little face of the little animal that looks thoroughly unimpressed, I put that there because that's basically my face when it comes to Girl Scout cookies. I go along with it. I just want to help the troop. But yeah, we don't, I don't even know what to say about it. The cat face here I'm drawing because I think it was supposed to be a cat brushing his teeth, and it says nice smile, but I just liked it because it was like that big, fake smile emoji, which is one of my favorites, TBH, and so I did the big cat fake smile because basically that's me and cookies. And I am just putting the other little animal face, kind of looking at the other animal, because I feel like that's Susie, because she's so, God bless her, she's just so gung-ho about everything. And so I put that little face saying, get excited, and then the other little animal saying, no. But somehow we're friends and it works. I think just because she accepts me the way that I am in all of my anti-cookie glory. So I help my daughter reach her goals because I love her and I love our troop, but it's just the business of Girl Scout cookies that really gets under my skin, the whole, I'm not going to get into it. I'm going to take a whole bunch of people off. I'm sorry. So I was just journaling about that, and then I had to go to work yesterday. Oh, I love this sticker. It says, we are friend. I don't know what sticker pack it was from, but it was I don't know, I just appreciated that sticker. And then I love those 3 cats because it's those cookie meetings and Girl Scout planning meetings in general are me, Kate, and Susie sometimes just kind of looking at each other, trying to plan this meeting. And then the running cats is what it actually turns out us just running around like crazy. So yeah, that spread was maybe kind of boring, but that was just sort of how I was feeling that day in a cookie tree of displeasure. What? And then I had this, let's see, I cut out all of these images from one of my son's scouting magazines, and it's this comic of these 2 little kids playing in the snow. And so I've saved those pages for a while, and they are going up to their grandparents' house in Minnesota this weekend because my mother-in-law is dying to have them up there during winter to do winter activities like ice fishing and snowshoeing and things Minnesotans do. So they are very excited. And so this is kind of a wintry spread, I guess. And then I found that in my collage images, the like icicles and the clothes. This journaling spread, I had to work yesterday, so I didn't really have a whole lot of things that I knew I wanted to journal about. And I guess that's kind of the point of this voiceover, was when I wanted to tell you guys, like, sometimes I have no idea what I'm going to journal about, but I kind of look through my images and I look through my collage stuff, and like I just sort of explore like what has been on my mind, what I've been feeling. And I noticed like that it was like those pictures of the little kids playing in the snow and the winter pictures. And then like, so just basically sending my kids up there has been on my mind. And with that, every time I take them, well, up there, or basically hand them over to anyone that's not me, I always get anxious. We always do. And these just thoughts just crowd my brain because I love them so much. And I just want them to be safe and happy. So I found this image of a hand in the magazine. I think it was an article about first aid, but it's like a hand, like a palm, like with a heart on it, kind of like giving someone aid, But to me, it kind of symbolized, like, in my head, how I've been thinking about, I always have to kind of like just say a lot of prayers in my head and sort of like come to terms with letting them go when I have to let them go, which sounds so dramatic, like, but it's hard when they're not with you and you feel like you have no control over keeping them safe. Even though I guess my control over keeping them safe when they're with me is sort of an illusion too. But that's a story for a different day. That's a worry for a different day. So, yeah. So I guess this, like, journaling for me, it turned out to be more about like my anxiety of like letting them go and not being so worried all the time about it. Like, they have to live and have good lives and be free, and I have to let that happen. Even though that's hard as a mom, you want to like keep them by your side and keep them safe. But I know obviously my in-laws keep them super safe. It's not a worry about them not taking care of them. It's just a worry in general of just, just bad things. Like, it's just part of anxiety. It just sucks. So I guess that hand was just like sort of me giving it to God and giving up my faith and just so like protect my kids. And here's my heart on a platter. Like, I have to let them go and let them fly. But it's hard. So, and this is something I struggle with. Like I said, every time I have to send them somewhere, I just worry about them, like, that's natural. And, but I love the little picture. Like, I covered up the little first aid heart with the two like jumping little bunny animal stickers, and that just reminded me of them so much. They're just so like happy and innocent, and it's, like I said, just like my heart. I'm just handing it over on a platter, like, here, take care of my heart. Keep it alive. So and then my doodle for the day is suitcases. Because we had to pack all the things. And so there was just these simple, cute little suitcases in the How to Draw Almost Every Day book. A couple of you have asked, I do link those in the bottom of my video. I use this one a lot, and I also sometimes I just Google images. I Google like cute suitcase drawing or something like that. So if you don't want to spend money on a book, you don't have to. You can just Google things and try and draw them yourself, which is really fun too. And then I'm just coloring them in with my Mildliners. I know a really sweet subscriber had asked if I could show my pens, and I keep forgetting. So I will really try and make a conscious effort of that. When I doodle, I do it with my Pigma Microns usually. Those are like fine liner pens, and I get those at Michael's. And then a lot of times I color in with my Mildliners, which you can get on Amazon and at Target. I think both of those things are linked below on Amazon. And then a lot of times my journaling is with my Sarasa vintage color pens, which I have linked on Amazon, or also those Arteza Twi marker things. The one right there, that green one, is one of my Sarasa vintage color pens. It writes nicely on the Tomoe River paper if there's not any watercolor on it. So that's basically that spread. I loved all those sock stickers because basically that's packing. I like lose my mind and I just throw in like 95 pairs of socks and then forget pajamas. I don't know, you guys. Like, I should be so much better at this momming thing. It's been 9 years. I should be so much better at it by now. But I'm not. So anyway, I'm just throwing in stickers, and I can't even see what else I'm doing. Oh, I wrote on my little arm, "Let them fly," because I feel like I need that tattooed on myself, like it as a reminder. I have thought about getting these little like silhouettes of these little like a goose like on my arm, because I've always called them my gooses, my geese. Like, I'll say, "I love you, goose," and that's just, they're my goose. And so I love that image of like the goose kind of flying away. Like, I've thought about, it would just remind me to like let them fly, and my job is to let them learn how to spread their wings, you know. So if that was a long ramble about that, but I decided to add a bunch of green little polka dots on that page, something different than the Mildliner hearts, I know. And then I am outlining my little animal faces that are in white because they kind of blended into the page. And after all of that rambling, which I'm sorry is very crazy, I have to go pack very quickly. So I'm sorry if this was all over the place. And if you're new, please come back. I'm so glad you're here. Please subscribe and like and comment. And thank you.